Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Plan With Me video. This month we're gonna do the combo of the weekly and then the daily. For the weekly, we're just gonna do the weekly layout part of it. If you watched the Plan With Me from last month, I did just a weekly setup, but I did all the pieces of my weekly setup. So my golden coil to-do list planner and my HB90 page that I always print out and my Kanban board. I've already done all of those steps to get ready for the week, and now we're just gonna transfer that plan onto this page so you can see how things change throughout the week as I plan every day for the rest of the week, or at least for the rest of the work week. I don't usually make plans on the weekends, to be totally honest. So truthfully, I usually do this on Fridays, but last week we just got home from vacation on late Tuesday night and did our best to jump back into real life. I think my husband did a better job than I did. I definitely kind of struggled. I did what I had to do in terms of calls and stuff like that, but I really did not go above and beyond. So there's definitely some things that I wanted to do last week that got carried over to this week, including planning the week. Like, I'm doing this on Monday, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. And I would rather do it that way and have it be more accurate than there was a point on Friday where I was like, well, I can go ahead and plan the week, but I might get this one work thing done before the end of the week or before the end of the weekend. But truthfully, I didn't. And so if I'd made that plan, then this plan would have been totally off. So I would much rather do it this way. So I start by putting my AM routine and PM routine. I know I've said this before. I'm not getting up at 6 right now. I am getting up closer to like 7:30 nowadays, which I think I might just be sleeping better. I also started taking a supplement. I'm not gonna go into that because I don't need opinions, recommendation of my doctor at night before I go to bed. So I think that's been helping with my sleep a little bit. So I have been getting up a little bit earlier than I was. I still like to write it at the top and at the bottom. I just like the way that it bookends my weekly plan. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put in all the things that are timed that I've got going on this week. So I've got PT today at 1. I can't remember what videos I've talked about where I talked about how I started going to PT for some pregnancy pain. I mean, we're gonna hit all of our out-of-pocket max for health insurance and stuff this year anyway. So I love PT. I had a great experience when I went for my foot. And so I was talking to my doctor about my pain and she was like, well, if you want a prescription for physical therapy, you can have it. And I was like, yes, please, I will take it. So that has been really great. I've been really enjoying that. And then I have a one-on-one call at 6. And then tomorrow I have a one-on-one call at noon. And then I am getting lunch with a friend who is in from out of town at 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and block that off for 2 hours. We may not spend 2 hours, or we may spend 2 hours talking. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So that's at 1, but it's close to my apartment. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. This is a really smushed down paper mate flare. From 6 to 7:30. And then on Wednesday, I have a bunch of stuff. So I've got the live from 12 to 1. And then I've got my eyebrows. I'm kind of regretting drawing this box because I should have. My eyebrow appointment is actually at 2:30, which is why I drew the box there. But I'm definitely gonna have to leave earlier than that because it's a little bit of a walk from my apartment. But that's all right. And then I have PT again after that. So I'll just walk straight to PT for my eyebrows. Actually, that timing should work out. I might be a little bit early for PT. I planned my eyebrow appointment a long time ago, back when I got them done the first time. I just went ahead and made that appointment. And then I scheduled PT afterwards. It should be okay. I'll just take my book. If I'm a little bit earlier, I'll sit at PT and read my book. Okay. And then on Thursday, I have a call from 10:30 to noon. It's a business related call with somebody that I might be working with on something. I know that's very vague, but I'm not gonna share all the details with that just yet. And then I have a one-on-one call at 2:30. And that is all the work stuff that is, well, and I mean, some of these is not work, right? PT, eyebrows, etc. is not work, that I have scheduled for the week. Everything else that I have scheduled is fun stuff. Let's fill in the rest of work first, and then we'll get to the fun stuff, which is the rest of the weekend. So in terms of work, so the 2 things I want to get done today before I go to PT, one is filming this. I'm going to go ahead and write that down anyway because that is what's taking my time. Well, it was plan and film. So like I did all my weekly planning and then, you know, my Kanban board and all that other stuff that I normally do. And now I'm doing the filming part of it. And then I also want to do the call prep for the community call tomorrow night. Okay, and then after PT, I have 3 things that I want to get done. I'm leaving a little bit of a gap because I'm gonna have to get ready first, like before that, because I'm gonna film my goals. So one of the things that's a little bit different this month, I'm kind of splitting up all of my filming throughout the week. It's kind of sporadic, and there's a lot of reasons behind that, but it's instead of just being like one chunk of filming this month, I'm kind of filming all the videos throughout different days of the week. So today I need to get the goals video filmed because that's the one that has to go up first out of all of them. And then my communication routine, and then content plan. I did some of the content planning for August last week. I need to finish it. So that is what I'm trying to get to today. Tomorrow, the only thing I want to get to before this one-on-one call, because again, if I sleep in, depending on what time I get up, I actually just posted a video, I think it went live literally today, as the day I'm filming this, of my morning routine. So you can check that out if you want to see that whole process. I like to have wiggle room in the morning. So realistically, I should be able to get to this before this one-on-one call. I might have more time, I might have less time. It just depends on how the morning goes. But updating the community list, I'd like to get to that. And then after lunch, there's 2 things that I want to do. Obviously, my daily communication routine, and then content. This is content for maternity leave that I'm going to work on until the call. And then I've got to get the replay up of this. All right, and then on Wednesday before the live, I have one thing I'm trying to squeeze in. I'm just gonna put all the dots in here and then we'll talk about it. So I'm gonna try and do the Instagram Reels for August before the live, since I'm gonna go ahead and be ready. Then after the live, before I have to leave for my eyebrows, I'm gonna try to squeeze in the recap, my communication routine. We will see if that happens. And then afterwards, scheduling out all the community content for August in the evening, because I'm doing some personal stuff in the afternoon. That's why I'm scheduling time to work in the evening. And then I'm gonna film my PM routine on Wednesday night. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mark that so I don't forget. All right, then Thursday, it looks like I'm trying to squeeze 3 things in between. If I'm looking at my Google Calendar right between these 2 things, I think that's maybe a smidge ambitious. We'll see how that goes. I mean, they're short things. So one is batching the Instagram posts for August. One is filming another video. And then one is my communication routine. So they're all like kind of short. So I feel like I should be able to, but I'm also gonna wanna like take a break and eat lunch, so we'll see. And then the last thing I need to do this week for work is plan out August and get my Kanban board all refreshed and everything ready to go for August. And that's the last thing. Hopefully I will get that done, and then we will be ready to go for the weekend, which is gonna be so much fun. So our baby shower is this upcoming weekend. So we have lots of family coming into town. So on Thursday, we have dinner with my dad and stepmom. They land Thursday afternoon. So we'll do that on Thursday night. And then on Friday, we are going on the boat, which I am very excited about, to take my dad and stepmom. Hopefully the weather pans out to take them around. And then we have, I feel like it's just dinner every night. Friday night, again, my dad and stepmom, but also my grandparents will be here by then. Well, my grandfather and his girlfriend. I feel so weird saying my grandfather's girlfriend, but they're not planning to get married. And like, I mean, which is fine because they're in their 80s, but it's just funny. I feel weird saying that, but that's who she is. But they've been together for a number of years now. So like, it doesn't feel, you know, like that, but whatever. Anyway, then on Saturday, we have the shower is at noon, which I'm so excited for. And then we have another dinner. Now this time we've got my dad and stepmom and my grandfather's girlfriend, my in-laws, my mom who lives here is also gonna go to that dinner. And then on Sunday, we don't have any set plans. I can't remember exactly what time their flight leaves. Sunday is kind of a little bit still up in the air. I might just like rest on Sunday. We'll see how it goes. But that is the plan for the week. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and plan out today, Monday, which is gonna be a little bit repetitive because nothing will have changed, right? The whole point of doing the video this way is so that if plans change, or by if, I mean when, plans always change. that you can see kind of how I adjust from my weekly plan into planning out each day, which is one of the reasons why I do prefer to plan out each day. Also, I cannot quit this blue. I post a picture of my planners in the community Facebook group every day, and for a while I was like switching up the colors I was using, right? But if you ask them, I have been using this blue, like the blue combo. I don't know, I'm just really drawn to the blue. Anyways, since today has hardly happened, there really isn't like exactly what I planned out on my weekly is what I'm gonna put on the daily plan. So this first part, it's just gonna look insanely like repetitive, which is fine. Although I might add, I'm gonna add like get ready in there, which I didn't write on the weekly plan because I don't know. It is a different purpose, I guess. I mean, first off, AM routine is move down. The purpose of this one is for me to hang it up and be able to look at it all week. I do use the dots for more to-do items, right? The boxes are things that are scheduled, and maybe I should start putting one-on-one calls in boxes because those are also scheduled. But the dots can move around. The purpose of this for me is not only to update from the weekly and if anything has changed, but also for me to be able to check things off as we go throughout the day. So as soon as I'm done with this clip, I mean, I could even do it on the clip if I really wanted to, I am going to check off AM routine because I already did that. And it just feels good to be able to check things off. So again, this is all exactly the same. Filming this video, which I will then check off when I'm done, and then prepping for the call. Depending on, I'm kind of ahead of schedule a little bit, so I might have a little bit of wiggle room there. And then I will get ready when I get home from PT, and then I will film, do my communication routine, and then content plan until this one-on-one call at 6. And then I will get to my PM routine. I probably will do it earlier than 9. I probably should have put 8. And then I guess the one thing that is gonna be different for this little clip, oh, I just realized that was probably out of the shot, sorry, is the to-do list section. So we've got work, personal, and then whenever something pops up into my head to do tomorrow. So I did jot down a few things. So I want to do Ask Instagram. I was doing these Ask Instagram boxes on Fridays, and I somehow forgot to do it last Friday. So I want to post that today. And then I need to upload footage, both this footage, the vlog from last week, and then the stuff that I filmed today. So that's it. So there is the plan for today. Hello, it is Wednesday. I completely forgot to film a plan with me yesterday. I know that pregnancy brain is a real thing. I know that mom brain is a thing too, but it has got to be better than pregnancy brain. If it doesn't get written down, it doesn't happen. Like, I literally will forget to do it. And I was also kind of rushing through my AM routine yesterday. So when I got to the part of my routine that said plan the day, I was just like, go plan the day, get it done, and didn't even think to film it. So here is how yesterday turned out. Here was the plan, as well as what I executed on. To be totally honest, Monday and Tuesday of this week have been tougher. I have had lower energy. My allergies have been killing me. We have bad air quality again as well, and I also have a dust allergy, and the dust numbers have been through the roof. So I have just not been feeling great. So I definitely haven't gotten as much done so far this week as I would like to, which normally doesn't bother me all that much because I know that I leave a buffer space typically on Friday. I could always work on the weekend if I want to. This particular week, that is obviously not an option. So I am feeling a little bit like, oh, there's so much I wanted to get done that I may not get to by the end of the week, but I just have to keep chugging and do my best. So let's go ahead and get today all planned out. It is Wednesday. I'm trying to use a different color other than the blue, even though I do love the blue. The good news is that I went to bed pretty early last night because Sam was out at a show. And so I actually have started my day a little bit earlier today than I typically do. So I should be able to maybe play a little bit of catch up this morning before things get chaotic. So we've got work, personal, and tomorrow. And I'm gonna go ahead and write this here so I don't forget it, which is film tomorrow's plan with me. I luckily remembered today's But I'm just gonna like write that there right now so I don't forget. Okay, let's get all the things that are scheduled for today. So we've got the live. It's a busy day over here from 12 to 1. And then my eyebrows are at 2:30. And then PT at 4. It's also supposed to rain this afternoon. And so the walks for these is gonna be frustrating. It's not gonna be ideal, but it is what it is. I've got the live. So my eyebrows are at 2. It's about a 30-minute walk. So I probably need to leave by like 2 at the latest, probably a little bit earlier because my speed these days is very slow. I'm just thinking about the fact that I don't think I'm gonna get through both of these things before I really need to leave. So what I'm thinking is this morning I'm gonna try to get through 3 things. One is the content plan that I didn't finish earlier in the week, the community list that I didn't get to yesterday, and then my communication routine, instead of trying to squeeze it in there. And then the only thing that I need to squeeze in here between these two is the recap. And then I'll go do these 2 things. And then afterwards, in the evening, I still want to do my community content and film my PM routine, which I'm writing like this. I don't forget. Versus if I just wrote PM routine at the bottom, I would 100% forget to do it. And then I will just end up moving reels to tomorrow. I have to get ready tomorrow anyway because I'm filming something. So it's not a big deal. In terms of some other to-do items, I definitely want to do this. I had something else in my head that was personal that now I completely forgot what it was. It's so frustrating. And then I want to update my wall calendar. This might end up happening today, actually. I wrote it down yesterday to do on Thursday, but I might end up getting to it today. We'll see. We'll see how today goes. And hopefully that other thing that was in my brain will come to me at some point. I remembered it as soon as I opened my phone, and that is to pick maternity photos. So she sent us our album last night, and we have to pick 8 from the album. I narrowed it down last night, like that was one of the things I did in the evening, but I want to finalize and send her the final list. The other thing that at some point has to happen, either today or tomorrow, is painting my nails. We'll kind of see how things go. Today, it may end up happening today, it may not end up happening until tomorrow, but that's fine. Good morning, happy Thursday. Okay, I'm feeling a bit frazzled. In a good way, but also in like a holy moly, I have so many things to get to today. We had a family emergency pop up yesterday. Everybody is fine now, but it did throw a wrinkle in the day a bit. So I did not get to everything I wanted to get to yesterday. But then this morning I woke up and had an email from the person I'm supposed to have this call with at 10 saying that she needed to cancel because of a illness. So I just got that extra hour and a half back in my day, and really probably a little bit, like, and then some. So that is very good. It's still not totally alleviating me from all the things that I would like to get to today. You know, partially is because it's the last day of the month, and so I have content that I need to get scheduled, and I need to plan the next month, which I guess in the worst case scenario, that could get pushed to Monday and it would be totally fine. Not only is Monday actually the 31st, even though I'm treating next week as the start of August, but it's also like, if it gets pushed, that is okay. So I need to get really like clear on what are the priorities today, what like absolutely has to get done. So I started my morning routine about 8:30. I've been doing my minimum, just like absolute bare minimum, which is about an hour of time. I did a video last month on my full morning routine from start to finish. You can check that out. I'm not doing that today or most of the days this week. And then the only other thing like scheduled on the calendar for today is this one-on-one call at 2:30. And then dinner, I'm gonna put starting at 7. Dinner's actually at 7:30. It should take us about 30 minutes to get there, depending on what mode of transportation we end up deciding to go for. And I'm already gonna be ready, so I don't need to like stop early and get ready. So I do have a good amount of time today. Now, time recently has not always been my biggest enemy, is not the right word. It hasn't been my biggest constraint. Energy has been my biggest constraint. So we're gonna see how today goes. And I'm gonna make a plan both in order of priority, but also what makes sense. So for example, I threw clean in here. I realized when I did the weekly part of the plan with me, I didn't have clean anywhere, and nobody is actually staying with us this weekend, thankfully, but I do still have, I mean, people are gonna come see our apartment for the first time, so there are some little cleaning things that I do wanna get to. I think I wanna do that first, even though it's not the most important thing on the list, but it A, is gonna make me feel better, and B, I don't know if you can relate, but like, I feel silly getting ready and like doing my hair and makeup and then cleaning at another point, especially if I have plans later in the day. So I think clean is gonna be the first thing. I already started a separate list of the things I wanna do. I'm gonna give myself 2 hours to do this. Hopefully is more, like I hopefully do not need that much time, but I'm trying to, again, try to be a little bit realistic. Okay, then I'm gonna get ready and then I'm gonna film the one video I have left, which is all mapped out and ready to go. But I do need to get that filmed so that my editor can get going. And then I need to upload all the footage. Of course, my camera memory card ran out of space as I was talking about uploading the footage. Maybe I need to do that before I film that video because I'm running out of space on my camera. Okay, anyways, I need to upload all the footage. I did get around to filming my PM routine last night. It was later than I wanted it to be, but I did it. So I need to upload this footage, that footage, and the video that I filmed today. So that is definitely a priority. Then I also am gonna try and make Instagram Reels a priority just because I'm already gonna be ready. And so I also have those all planned out. So let me go ahead and get those done. I am gonna paint my nails probably before that. This plan is already out of order. So that's how that's gonna work. Okay, we're doing this right now. That's good. Trash is become part of clean. I do still want to send, I didn't get around to, I narrowed down the maternity photos, but I didn't get around to sending them. So I do still want to get to that today. UPS, that's probably not going to happen today. Okay, back to what was originally on the plan. So then I am going to go ahead, I'm going to list all 4 of the other things that did not happen. Let's see, in terms of priority, Instagram post is definitely the least important. If that doesn't happen today, that's okay. I'm gonna put plan August here because like I just determined that also. So we'll do the list and then communication. I mean, unless something blows up this morning, I don't know that I'm gonna get to all these things, but I should be able to get to at least those first 3. Okay, having it down on paper, I'm not gonna lie, is making me feel a little bit better, like a little bit more, okay, I can actually tackle this, but it's still, there's still a lot to get to, and I'd like to be done. Like, I'd like to enjoy my weekend and have like all of this done and ready to go. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this plan with me here because I'm not planning to plan the rest of the weekend. So that is gonna be it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching.